Maine is renowned for its pristine nature, historic charm, and idyllic small towns. From coastal fishing villages to peaceful inland retreats, the state offers a variety of destinations where travelers can enjoy the slower pace of life. This guide will take you through 10 of the best small towns to visit in Maine, each offering its own blend of natural beauty, culture, and history. The best time to visit Maine is during the summer and fall. The summer months offer warm weather perfect for exploring the coast and outdoor activities. Fall is ideal for leaf peeping, especially in towns like Camden and Rangeley. Many of Maine's small towns are remote, so having a car is essential to explore them fully. Some towns, like Monhegan Island, are only accessible by ferry. Located on Mount Desert Island, Bar Harbor is the gateway to Acadia National Park, one of the most visited national parks in the United States. Bar Harbor offers visitors the perfect blend of small-town charm, coastal beauty, and outdoor adventure. Cadillac Mountain, within the park, is the highest point on the U.S. East Coast, and it's famous for being the first place in the country to see the sunrise, especially during certain times of the year. Hiking or driving to the summit of Cadillac Mountain is an absolute must for anyone visiting Bar Harbor. The town itself is home to a number of fantastic restaurants, many of which serve locally caught seafood such as lobster and clams. Take a stroll along the shore path, a scenic coastal walk that offers breathtaking views of Frenchman Bay and the Porcupine Islands. Bar Harbor is also a jumping-off point for whale-watching tours, where you can see humpback, finback, and minke whales in their natural habitat. Acadia's Park Loop Road is another must, taking visitors through stunning coastal landscapes, thick forests, and around serene lakes. Camden is the perfect embodiment of the phrase, where the mountains meet the sea. Nestled between the slopes of Camden Hills and the serene Penobscot Bay, Camden is known for its scenic beauty and vibrant maritime culture. The town's harbor is dotted with classic schooners and windjammers that are ready to take you on sailing adventures. One of the most popular activities in Camden is a hike up Mount Batty. The relatively short climb rewards visitors with a stunning view of the town, its harbor, and the endless expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Visitors should also explore Camden Hills State Park, which offers a variety of hiking and biking trails through lush forests and hills. In the fall, Camden transforms into a kaleidoscope of reds, oranges, and yellows, making it a prime location for leaf peeping. The town itself has a charming downtown area filled with boutique shops, cozy cafes, and excellent restaurants where you can enjoy local seafood, especially lobster.
Made it to the food area.
Kennebunkport is one of the most famous small towns in Maine, known for its stunning beaches, historic homes, and charming streets lined with boutiques and restaurants. The town has long been a vacation spot for the wealthy, most notably the Bush family, whose summer compound, Walker's Point, is one of the area's most famous landmarks. Even though you can't visit the compound, you can get a good view of it from Ocean Avenue. Kennebunkport's beaches are among the most beautiful in Maine. Goose Rocks Beach and Colony Beach offer pristine sands and gentle surf, perfect for a day of relaxation or a peaceful walk along the shore. The town is also home to the Seashore Trolley Museum, which is the largest and oldest museum of its kind in the world, showcasing antique streetcars and trolleys from around the globe. Dock Square is the heart of Kennebunkport, where you'll find quaint shops, galleries, and restaurants offering some of Maine's finest cuisine, including lobster rolls and clam chowder. A quintessential New England harbor town, Boothbay Harbor is known for its stunning coastal views, lively art scene, and access to outdoor adventures. One of the top attractions in the area is the coastal Maine Botanical Gardens, which covers over 300 acres and is the largest botanical garden in New England. The gardens are a must-visit in the spring and summer when the flowers are in full bloom. Boothbay Harbor is also a prime destination for maritime activities. Take a boat tour to see whales, seals, and puffins, or explore the area's rocky islands by kayak. The harbor is dotted with quaint shops, local galleries, and seafood restaurants, where you can sample the day's fresh catch. Boothbay also has a rich history, which you can explore at the Boothbay Railway Village, where you can ride on vintage steam trains and learn about the town's heritage. Known as the oyster capital of Maine, Damariscotta is a small town with big culinary appeal. The Damariscotta River is home to some of the finest oysters in the world, and you'll find them on the menu at nearly every restaurant in town. Be sure to visit during the annual Damariscotta Pumpkin Fest, held in October, where giant pumpkins take over the town in creative ways, including pumpkin boat races and massive pumpkin sculptures. In addition to its culinary offerings, Damariscotta has a rich history that can be explored at the Whaleback Shell Midden State Historic Site, where you can learn about the area's Native American heritage and see ancient shell heaps left by indigenous peoples thousands of years ago. Strolling through the charming downtown, you'll find a variety of boutique shops and art galleries showcasing local craftsmanship. A thriving harbor town with a strong connection to the sea, Rockland is known for its lobster industry, vibrant art scene, and cultural offerings. Every August, the town hosts the Maine Lobster Festival, a massive celebration of all things lobster, complete with parades, cooking contests, and plenty of seafood. Even if you miss the festival, you can still sample delicious lobster year-round at local eateries. Art lovers will appreciate the Farnsworth Art Museum, which features works from some of America's most famous artists, including Andrew Wyeth, whose family has deep roots in Maine. The Center for Maine Contemporary Art offers a look at modern works from local artists. Another popular attraction is the Rockland Breakwater Lighthouse, a long stone walkway leading out to the lighthouse, offering fantastic views of the harbor and nearby islands. Tucked away on the Blue Hill Peninsula, Blue Hill is a small town with a strong connection to nature and the arts. It's an ideal destination for those looking to escape the crowds and enjoy a more peaceful, slower pace of life. The town has long attracted artists, musicians, and writers, and there are plenty of galleries and studios to visit. One of the highlights of the area is Blue Hill Mountain, a short but rewarding hike that offers panoramic views of the surrounding countryside and Blue Hill Bay. Visitors should also explore the Jonathan Fisher House, a museum dedicated to the life of one of Maine's most famous historical figures. The house, built in 1814, offers a fascinating glimpse into life in early 19th century Maine. Blue Hill is also known for its local food scene, with several farm-to-table restaurants that feature locally sourced ingredients from the surrounding farms. Steeped in history, Castine is one of the oldest towns in New England, with a history dating back over 400 years. The town played a significant role in the early colonial wars between the French, English, and Native Americans, and you can explore these historical roots by visiting Fort George and Fort Madison, both of which offer panoramic views of Penobscot Bay. Another key attraction in Castine is the Wilson Museum, which provides an in-depth look at the region's natural and cultural history. Stroll along the town's tree-lined streets, and you'll find well-preserved colonial homes, quaint shops, and a quiet waterfront that offers peaceful views of the bay. Castine is the perfect destination for history buffs and those seeking a tranquil getaway. For those seeking outdoor adventure, Rangeley is the perfect destination. Located in the western mountains of Maine, Rangeley is surrounded by lakes, forests, and mountains, making it an ideal location for hiking, fishing, and kayaking in the summer, and skiing and snowmobiling in the winter. Rangeley Lake itself is a popular spot for water activities, while the Rangeley Lakes National Scenic Byway offers one of the most beautiful drives in the state. One of the must-see spots in the area is the Height of Land, a scenic overlook that offers breathtaking views of the surrounding lakes and mountains. It's one of the most photographed locations in Maine, especially during the fall when the foliage is at its peak. Rangeley is also home to several cozy lodges and cabins, perfect for those looking for a rustic retreat. For a truly unique experience, visit Monhegan Island, located 10 miles off the coast of Maine. This remote island, accessible only by boat, has been an artist colony for over a century, attracting painters, sculptors, and writers with its natural beauty and peaceful atmosphere. The island has no cars, and its walking trails lead to dramatic cliffs, secluded beaches, and dense forests. Monhegan Island Lighthouse is one of the island's top landmarks, and the adjacent Monhegan Museum offers a glimpse into the island's maritime history. Art lovers will enjoy visiting the many studios and galleries on the island, where local artists sell their work. Summer is the best time to visit, but the island remains beautiful in the fall when the crowds thin out, and the weather is still pleasant. Monhegan is the ideal destination for those looking to disconnect and immerse themselves in nature and art. Maine is famous for its seafood, particularly lobster. Be sure to try a lobster roll, clam chowder, and the state's famous blueberries in desserts like pies and pancakes. Whether you are drawn to Maine's coastline, mountains, or lakes, each of these small towns offers a unique and memorable experience that will leave you wanting to come back.